You okay?
Ember is 3 years old, and she was diagnosed with a condition called biliary atresia shortly after birth.
Ember is 3 years old, going on 32. Very much so, because ever since she was born, she's been the bossiest person I've known, outside of her mama. But they close, real close.
We were just following her because we follow these kids, knowing that eventually they may have signs and symptoms of chronic liver disease. There's also another complication that some of these children develop, which is portal hypertension, which leads to the development of very large and frail veins in the esophagus. And sometimes those veins get large and frail and they burst and they bleed. And that's an emergency. That's a life-threatening emergency.
Yeah, it was literally just a normal day. In the beginning of the year, it was a Sunday. It was Sunday and it was January 5th, and I will just forever remember that day. And next thing you know, Ember coughed and then she threw up, and I'm looking like, did she have something red? Did she drink some red juice? I'm not believing that this is blood that's on my shirt, on the floor, on everything right now. My heart literally sank to the bottom of my toes. I didn't know what was going on, and it was honestly almost no time to think. You're literally just like, just please be okay, just please be okay, be okay, be okay.
We sought to treat those varices, treat those veins with an endoscopic procedure. So one of the ways to treat these big frail veins is to basically put a rubber band on them and ideally sort of band them down so that they can't billow up and pop. Unfortunately, I think with Ember, there is so much collateral circulation, so much development of these big veins that every time we were able to band one down, another one popped up. We did this a couple of times without really being very effective, and ultimately a third time, and subsequent to that, she bled again, very frightening, life-threatening bleed. And so that, as a form of therapy, we finally deemed futile. As all of these bleeds were occurring, it became evident to us that Ember was going to need a liver, and going to need a liver sooner rather than later.
Are you coming to steal the show, Big Toomey? Hi, big man. Handsome boy. Oh, are you nervous? He's a little bit of a goofball.
My name is Erin. I'm an altruistic donor. I'll be donating a portion of my liver in 2 days. I ended up donating as an altruistic donor to someone I'd never met, and that was in 2018. So I donated my kidney in 2018, and here we are years later. I'm turning 50 this year, and I wanted to do something awesome for my 50th birthday, and I actually saw it maybe on social media about Ochsner and about the number of children specifically waiting for liver donors, and I felt called to do it.
Altruistic donors are people who give an organ or a piece of their organ to somebody they don't know. It's one of the biggest gifts I can imagine anybody giving. And they come forward and they say, and we hear this repeatedly, I want to do something good for the world. And I think that being able to give a part of their liver or a kidney to a child in need is particularly gratifying.
Don't lie, you're nervous a little bit.
I'm not really nervous.
No?
No.
Feeling confident now?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. It's out. I'm just trying to make sure you're not stressed out about anything.
Who, me?
Because I know you're not worried about the surgery. You're just worried about making sure all the animals and that everything's good to go here.
Yep, true.
So that's my job.
I'm sure you'll nail it.
Yeah.
And the countdown is real now. At first, when they dropped like the news on us that we were really doing this transplant, it was just like, oh. And it's like your heart just starts thumping because it's like, this is my baby. The worst I've done is get my wisdom teeth pulled out. So, what do you mean she's getting a liver transplant? 9 days? Yes, it's the 12th. 9 days. 9 days away. It's not even, yeah, like we're out of the double digits and everything. So that's really been like, cause like I can't relate. I can't even say like, hey, this is how it's gonna be. I don't know. Whatever we got going on. Got me a squirrel. The squirrel wanna be on the tree. I got another star over here on this side.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna follow you.
One and two. So can you count with me?
1,
2.
2, yep. Boop. And boop boop. Boop boop.
Boopity boo. Boopity boo.
And why you put the stickers on me?
Because you put them on me.
No! Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
We knew going in, like, she's in the best hands in the country right now. Like, there was no time to worry. All the time to worry was before right now. So on surgery day, I feel like we were pretty calm. We were pretty cool. And then her surgery was done and they were still high. It was like, she did it. Like, this is not the end, but it's the start. Like, it's the end of one chapter, but it's the start of a new one.
What was the feeling like after you gave the chemo the first time? Can you describe how that felt?
I can't. I mean, I don't think it's possible to really put it into words. I woke up and I asked how the recipient was doing. I honestly can't put it into words, but it's a great feeling. It's something that clearly I would like to feel again. I'm sitting here. I'm not doing this selfishly, but I'm not sad that I'm going to get to experience that feeling again because it's awesome.
So assessment, this is Miss Ember. She is our 3-year-old female who has a history of biliary atresia, is now post-operative one from an unrelated living donor liver transplant. Overall improving, still intubated and sedated.
on the farm? Yeah. Is he making you help with everything?
I did eggs without us.
You did the egg. High five. Softly. Thank you. Awesome. All the animals okay? Yeah, they're okay. Peach is doing all right? I can't wait to meet her. I hope that I'll be able to maybe stay in touch with her family and watch her grow up. Like, I think that would be awesome. I want to meet her mom and dad, who obviously advocated hard for their little girl to get what she needed. I would really, really, really like to meet her.
The crazy thing about the altruistic donor is that one visit, they're like, hey, somebody wants to donate their liver to Ember. And we were like, huh? And we were literally in shock. Like, just to know that somebody just would just walk up and just say, hey, I'll donate to their daughter.
And the thing is, like, we haven't met her, haven't had a chance to meet her. We would love to meet her, but it's like, even without meeting her, we are forever grateful to her for giving our child a new lease on life. Like, she's ripping and running. She's ready to go.
At this point, she's honorary auntie.
She's invited to the cookout. She can come. Whatever she needs.
Ember's birthday party, you're invited.
You got a lot of energy this morning. Yeah. I guess you gotta show her you putting her liver to use, huh?
Is it so crazy to be so excited to meet somebody that you've never met? Or like, not, is it crazy to care so much about somebody you've never met, you know? Hey! Hey, I'm Erin. Give me 5, lady. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Look at your pretty dress. You got all the princesses?
Today was a really special day. The absolute favorite thing that we do in the field of transplantation, and I think one of the most remarkable things that we do in all of medicine.
Everybody told me that she was a firecracker. They were like, she's a strong little girl.
She's going to PT. They're bringing Target carts so she can go around the unit to like shop and stuff. She's running.
Really?
Running.
October 16th. Hey, lady. Jeez.
And the reality is that Erin, as an altruistic donor, donating to a stranger, is a great example of what many people could do to save the lives of children.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ember. Happy birthday to you.
Being on the wait list for a pediatric patient is really, really stressful for the child, for the family. The real miracle here is living donation, and that allows us to take control of that process for the child and for that patient's family.
You are awesome. Do you know that? Yeah. She's like, yeah, I know it.
Wow.
It looks like the horse that we made into the unicorn. Does it kind of look like that?
It does look like him, actually.
Yes. It's so cute.
She don't even want to look up. I'm on my camera.
So we're looking for many people out there like Erin who are willing to save a child's life.
Can I have another hug? Yeah. Yes. Yay.